name is Eric Swanson. I'm a flute technician here at Flute Authority, and today I'm going to show you some of the things we do when we do a clean oil and adjust, and tell you why it is important to get a clean oil and adjust every year. One of the most common problems we see is when the pads have leaks in them, and this happens over time where the one side of the pads is not sitting level in relation to the tone hole, and so what we end up having to do is pull the key off and pull the pad out of the pad cup and put little bits of plastic or paper behind the pad and shim it so that it seals all the way around in the tone hole. We do this for every key, and that's one of the main things we do. One of the things that we see also quite frequently is that the adjustments go out on the flute, and what it is there are several keys that are supposed to make another key go down at the same time, and those can get off, and so that some of the pads will go down and other ones are not going all the way quite shut, so that is one of the things we need to go through and adjust. Every adjustment screw has a piece of bumper material that it stops the screw, and that those can get compressed over time and cause leaks in the pads, and also they can get kind of noisy, so we do on occasion change those out. The entire mechanism has a series of rods that go through tubing on the keys, and there's oil in there between the rod and the tubing, and over time that oil can dry out and then your mechanism gets clanky. So what we do, we take everything apart and we clean the old oil and dirt off of the rods, and we put the thing back together with new oil on there, and then it ends up being nice and quiet. Tarnish develops on silver, and it ends up mostly getting underneath the keywork and also on the tone holes. So every time you close the key over a tone hole, some of that tarnish ends up getting on the pad, and this makes a ring-shaped mark on the pad which needs to be cleaned off, or it can degrade the skin of the pad and cause tears. So we clean that off. Each key has a piece of felt or cork where it bumps against the body of the instrument, and those can get compressed, and on rare occasions they can even fall off. So we should check those out each time, and sometimes replace them if necessary, so that they are nice and quiet when the keys go back up. Inside the head joint there is a cork. It ends up being right about there when it's inside, and this piece of cork, it gets wet and dry every time you play, and over time that gets compressed and leaky. So it's very important to get this changed annually so that the head joint cork makes a nice tight seal and your flute is more responsive that way. On wooden flutes and on piccolos, it's important to oil at least the head joint every year, because the wood gets dried out and can crack. So we take almond oil and apply that to the head joint, and that keeps it nice and moist, keeps it from drying out and cracking. So that's the main reasons you should send your flute in, to get it checked out every year. Some people may even need to send it in more than once a year. It just kind of depends on if you think it's not really playing up to its potential, if it feels leaky, or if keys get loud or start binding. You should probably have it checked out even more often than once a year. Thank you for watching. Please check us out on fluteauthority.com. There's a lot of information on our website, and also you may schedule an appointment on that website, and all of our contact information is there, and you can contact us anytime. Thank you.